Hello and welcome to Buyer's Remorse. I'm Justin.
And I'm Darren.
Today it is Darren's turn to talk about a game. What game did I have you play?
Central Intelligence.
Gosh, I don't even remember why I picked this one.
Ocean Bundle.
Well, that explains it. That's pretty much just without saying. So, Ocean's Bundle, so it's going to be old.
Yeah.
It's going to be very small as far as space on your hard drive.
This one was surprisingly large. It was like into the hundreds.
Oh my goodness.
Hundreds of megabytes.
Must have taken minutes to download.
Yeah, so
what is Central Intelligence?
It's, okay, so base price, this is $5, but we both got this for...
I think the whole bundle for $1.
Yeah.
As part of another bundle.
Another bundle, yeah. The interesting thing is this is not Pico Interactive this time. It's another publisher who managed to... They must have had the rights to this one. Okay, so I was going to run through... As I was playing, I was taking some notes. I had to restart it several times. Basically, my first note here is I got bored at day 2, 11 a.m., no clue what I'm doing, decided to just let the clock run down and see if anything happened, but then I got bored of waiting for the clock to run down. Central Intelligence is a kind of strategy game where you are on a kind of, I don't know, like some kind of island where there's a coup kind of waiting to happen. So you've got loyalists and you've got rebels, right? And so...
Do you get to choose your side?
No, you're trying to overthrow the loyalists, right? So you're trying to get rid of the dictator or whatever it is. So yeah, so you've got this island map and there's all these little squares on it and you have 3 groups of CIA agents, right? So you've got your propaganda guys, you've got your fighters, and then you've got I didn't actually even work out what the other ones were. Like, it was maybe like technical hacking or something like that. And each of them has 8 people inside that unit. So you've got control of immediately 24 guys. You assign them to missions around the island. So
using that map?
Yeah, using the map.
I'm assuming the map is 2D, top-down.
It's a top-down, yeah. Top-down, squares. But you've got another map. You've got like several maps. Like you got this big one, and then you've got like a small one that once you zoom in on an area, it'll tell you what's there, like a water treatment plant, a newspaper, a university. There's a lot of universities on this island because that's a big part of the game, I guess, because that's where you go to recruit new freedom fighters.
So you can get more than the 24?
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, I don't know how to do it. It was way beyond me.
Is this another one where you were supposed to read the manual before you ever started playing?
Well, here's the thing. There's a built-in tutorial that tells you, but all it does is tell you how to use the UI. It doesn't actually tell you anything about the game. It's like, oh, click on this to do this, and it's like, but what does that mean? You know, and like, how do I win? I still don't know the winning conditions for the game. And to be honest, I can't even see the losing conditions. I mean, I tried on purpose just to bungle everything and I couldn't even seem to lose either, right? And so it's just an absolute mess. Like it's, I went onto YouTube to see if there was any like other tutorials. Nope. Wikipedia. Nope. They've never even heard of this game.
Well, clearly, this is your niche market. You found it. You could be the king of Central Intelligence.
Oh, God, please, no. But yeah, there was one YouTube video, and it was just one guy telling, like, how bad this game is. But yeah, so here's what I think, right?
Welcome to the second video in the world about Central Intelligence.
So, yeah, you control 3 guys who control 8 guys. Yeah, it's propaganda, some violent force, and then this political kind of you got like a bribery unit. That's what it was. So you got, I don't know what it is, like some kind of political bribery unit. I don't know, you can throw cash at people, but basically you go to the map, you zoom in on it, you click on something, you assign a guy there, and then he can, depending on where he is, he can spy on the local area, he can go into the building, and he can whatever. And then,
are you giving these guys that specific command, like, ooh, bribe the police here?
Yeah, I'll give you like a little 3 lines of text, whatever, or sometimes more, depending on what building it is. Like, okay, you're here, you've assigned a guy there, what do you want him to do? But here's the weird thing. You assign them there, and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm in. And then I'm like, okay, so I'm playing and I'm assigning other guys to other places. And then I'm in. Okay, nothing's going down. I'm like, okay. And there's a timer and stuff, but the timer's ticking down. But then I realize, like, oh, my guys aren't placed. So it's like you have to keep on replacing 24 people onto a map. And honestly, they stop reporting back after like 30 seconds. So you have to redeploy them over and over and over again. Unless I'm doing something wrong. But again, the game doesn't tell you what you're supposed to be doing.
How long is, say, an hour in this game?
7 days, man. No, that was just in my mind. It's like 10 minutes, maybe something like that. But it's not, even though I cranked it up to like the fastest kind of timer on it, like to click it through the days quicker. But even on the fastest, it was still very slow.
Sounds like they could be very productive, though. If you're getting to reassign, if they're getting jobs done every 20 seconds.
Yeah, they definitely are. So yeah. So he's like, nothing to report, and then they just go dark. And this is the problem, right? So it's like there's 24 guys. They report back after a minute. So it's just like the object of this game is just to like deploy, redeploy, over deploy these CIA guys, you know. And not only that, you can recruit people. So it's like God knows how many characters you end up actually having to control.
Did you recruit anybody while you were there?
I didn't manage to recruit anyone. And again, it's like there's a thing at the top of the map where there's like 3 different areas. I think they represent different parts of the island. You click on them. They've got like little squares on them. And I guess once they get taken over by a faction, their flag changes from red to blue, or from blue to red, or from nothing into whatever. There's along the top, you've got an alarm clock, which shows you kind of all the squares on the island. Then you got a red-blue one that shows you how many government officials you have in your pocket, whatever. It's got like a kind of a bunch of stats. Then you got a set of legal scales that you can click on. I don't really know what that means. It just seems to clear the map of all the squares. Then you got a gold shield, which I think it might be about the armies. I'm really not sure. Yeah, so it's like there's a bunch of things like shortcuts that you can click on, but I'm not really sure what they do. And like I said, I couldn't. Usually, one of my hobbies for this kind of when we do these things,
what's become a hobby, playing an ocean game and then finding the manual somewhere online.
But what I do like to do is go back and try and find like the old magazine that's like, oh, this game is like 96%. It's awesome. But this game is like, in true CA fashion, is like completely dark. Like,
this one came from the dark web.
Yeah, this is like
no one knows
if someone
where
knows
it came from.
Anything about this game, has like a link to like an old school magazine or any information, like even the Wikipedia page is blank. It just doesn't exist.
It's all been redacted.
Yeah. But yeah, so
maybe it was too real and gave away too.
Oh yeah. There's like real secrets given away. But yeah, there's some really funny things. Like every time you click on the blue kind of opposition HQ, for some reason you've got like this really English dude who's like, good luck, you know, and like I thought the CIA were American. What's this English guy doing in there? But yeah, so I've got no idea what's going on. And then along the bottom you've got another bunch of shortcuts, right? So you've got like a Freedom Fist, which takes you to a bunch of graduation caps, which I guess is the university students. Some of them are red, some of them are blue. I guess you have to win some of them over, or recruit the sympathizers. Sorry, win the sympathizers over, or recruit the dissenters, or something like that. Again, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't do anything. Then there's a soldier in the jungle, which takes you to, like, again, 30 other freedom fighters that are all just waiting in a jungle with RPGs. And it's just pictures of them, like tokens for a board game, you know? Just all across the screen. No idea what that is. Couldn't do anything with those guys. Then there's a picture of like what looks like Hitler. And he's in he's in handcuffs. So when you go in there, I'm guessing there's like people in cages. So I guess it's political prisoners that you can break out. But again, all this sounds really exciting, but I never got to see any of it. And then the last one is like what do you call it? This like the cement garden kind of thing, where it's like all the I guess once the game actually does something and war happens or fights happen, maybe you can see your dead soldiers there. Really annoying though. Every time you click on that cemetery, you get this horrible like scream, like someone like not even the Wilhelm scream. It's way more guttural and like really loud as well. And it's like every time you click on it.
So how many times did you click on it?
Twice. No, probably more than that. But yeah, and that's it. This game, I've written down 3 pages of notes, and it's all just saying like what the game looks like. I don't have a fucking clue what to do in this game at all. Zero.
And that's after an hour of play.
That's after an hour. I struggled, man, through this for an hour. And I tried to at least, by the end of it, one good thing about this game is that when you go to an area, if it's a unique enough area, like a university or like the water treatment plant that I saw or the newspaper, it's like, you remember those old school digitized pictures that they used to put in computer games? So it was like, I don't know what, I think this came out in 1999.
So is this like you remember Big, like the text game he was playing with the picture of the wizard in the background,
right,
like that?
Yeah. So it's got these like digitized pictures that kind of pan a shot around and ooh, fancy. That's all. That was the most exciting thing in this game. I hate these games. If it was anything else,
You don't even like these when they're good, let
even
alone
if it was
this
good,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could have found a better Remorse pick for you.
Oh man! And I tried. I was like, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna
Conquer the world.
I am going to conquer this game at least. I'm not going to let it get the better of me like all the last ones have from this stupid bundle. But no, I was defeated again, man. Like,
Hooray. So what 3 tags would you give it?
all right. Like strategy sim, I guess. If that would be 1 or 2. I've got to have to put the ocean tag on this because all of these games, they need to be tagged with the ocean.
The ocean bundle, the amazing
just
ocean
like,
bundle.
Please. The thing is, there's so many good ocean games. Why the fuck did they bundle a bunch of shit like this? There's so many. I mean, one of the main reasons is probably because Ocean did a lot of movie tie-ins. So there's probably a lot of expired licenses. And this is what we're left with. Shit like Central Intelligence. And, well, honestly, the only good one was that Domino
Pushover?
one. Yeah, man. That's the only good one so far. Yeah, so Sim Strategy, Spy, and Ocean, man. Everybody needs to be made aware
Of the ocean bundle.
the Ocean brand.
And you played it for the hour. Would you continue to play it?
No.
Would you recommend it to me or to anyone?
Nope, I wouldn't recommend this to you. Even for like a hardcore strategy person, I don't think that they would get... I could be wrong, but I wouldn't say, oh, you like strategy games. Central Intelligence is all right. No, I wouldn't say that to anyone. Because granted how little I know about the genre, just from what I've seen, like I said, I think people who play strategy games like to know the rules, the win conditions, and all that stuff that goes along with it. And then they like to learn how to play those games, and then they go through a lot of failures. But as they go along, they're like, okay, I played this for an hour. Nothing happened. I don't know how to win. I don't even know how to lose. So it's like, no, I wouldn't recommend this to anyone.
And would you say this is a buyer's remorse or buyer's confirmation?
This, Justin, is a buyer's remorse.
Buyer's remorse!